निश्यमुवाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं यं गुरुं हि स्वयं सत्यः प्रज्ञाभक्तिविनीतयः दीप्तिश्चाभिवृता नित्यं तं गुरुं प्रणमाम्यहम् सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. 51. भृङ्गीच्चानटनोत्कटः करिमदग्राही स्फुरन्माधवाह्लादो नादयितो महासितवपुः पञ्चेषु नाचादृतः सत्पक्षस्सु मनोवनेषु स पुनः साक्षान्मदीये मनोराजीवे भ्रमराधिपो विहरतां श्रीशैलवासी विभुः कारुण्यामृतवर्षिणं घनविपद्ग्रीष्मच्छिदाकर्मठम् विद्यासस्य फलोदयाय सुमनः सन्तेयमिच्छाकृतिम् नृत्यद्भक्तमयूरमद्रियुदयम् चञ्चज्जटामण्डलम् शम्भो वाञ्छति नीलकन्धर सदा त्वं मे मनश्चातकः आकाशेन हि समस्तफणिनां नेत्राकलालीनतानुग्राहि प्रणवोपदेशनिनदैः केहीति योगीयते श्यामां शैलसमुद्भवां घनरुचिं दृष्ट्वा नटन्तं मुदा वेदान्तोपवने विहाररसिकं तं नीलकण्ठं भजे सन्ध्याघर्मदिनात्ययो हरिकराघातप्रभूतानकध्वानो वारिदगर्जितं विविशदा चञ्चला भक्तानां परितोषबाष्पविततिर्वृष्टिर्मयूरी शिवा यस्मिन्नुज्ज्वलताण्डवं विजयते तं नीलकण्ठं भजे आद्यायामित तेजसे श्रुतिपदैर्वेद्याय साध्यायते विद्यानन्दमयात्मने त्रिजगतः संरक्षणोद्योगिने ध्येयायाखिलयोगिभिः सुरगणैर्गेयाय मायाविने सम्यक्ताण्डवसम्भ्रमाय जटिने सेयं नतिशम्भवे. सम्यक् ताण्डव संभ्रमाय जटिने सेयं नति शंभवे. So this verse which we read has a couple of visheshanas which in particularly bring out a certain alankara which is called parikara alankara. So this parikara alankara is one where we have Visheshana employed in such a way that it will be able to substantiate the Visheshya. It will hint. So Lakshana is Alankara Parikaraha.
Alankara Parikaraha
अलङ्कारः परिकरः साभिप्राये विशेषणे साभिप्राये विशेषणे साभिप्राये विशेषणे सुधांशुकलितोत्तं सः सुधांशुकलितोत्तं सः सुधांशुकलितोत्तं सः तापं हरतु वः शिवः तापं हरतु वः शिवः तापं हरतु वः शिवः. That is the example. So with that example, suppose I bring in this verse, that will be very evident to you. Alankaraha parikaraha sabhipraye visheshane. So visheshane sabhipraye. So when you employ a certain visheshana with a certain thought in your mind, then that gives you parikara alankara. So in this example, Sudhamshu Kalitottam Saha Tapam Haratu Vashivaha. Vaha Tapam Shivaha Haratu. This is what he wants to convey. So Vaha Tapam Shivaha Haratu. Let Shiva snatch away the tapa that is being experienced by you. Now the Visheshana that has been provided for Shiva is Sudhamshu Kalitottam Saha. Sudhamshu is Chandra. Sudhamshuhu is Chandra. Sudhamshuhu means the one whose rays is like nectar. Okay? Amshavaha, Kranaha. So Sudhamshu Kalitottam Saha, the one whose forehead is adorned with moon. Vaha Tapam Haratu. So now it is well known that the moon has the ability by its cool rays to eliminate the tapa that is being experienced by people. So now the Shivaha Tapam Haratu. So why does he use this particular phrase? Because this particular phrase indicates the ability of moon, and since he possesses, it is anyway easy. So it is true, this is the Kavi Chamatkara. So wherever we find such adjectives indicating something, so the noun which it qualifies, some attribute, then we have what is called as parikara alankara. Okay. Now in this verse, so we didn't have time in the last class, so we have two phrases. One phrase is Mayavine, the other phrase is Jatine. These two phrases actually qualify Shambhave. So Shambhave, so Shambhave, so Seyam Natihi. So Shambhuhu means Shambhavayati Shambhu. Okay. The one who brings in welfare to you. So the one who always thinks of your welfare. Okay. Bhavayati. Okay. The one who is concerned about your welfare. So this is the meaning of the Visheshya here. Now this Visheshya, Shambhoho Shambhutvam. Shambhutvam kasam bhavati. So there are two ways in which you can see. One is this qualifier Mayavine also indicates, Jatine also indicates. How does it do? Mayavine, so what does it mean? Mayavi means the one who possesses Maya. This is how the actual word is. In fact, we have four interesting forms for indicating this being. Mayavi. So there is a Vinipratyaya. So there are four forms. You can say him as Mayi, Mayavi, Mayavan, and also Mayikaha. See? So this has, so for having this Vinipratyaya, there is a special sutra which is employed. Vinipratyaya, what is the sutra? There is a sutra. So let me see. The sutra is Asmaya Medhasrajo Vinihi. Repeat. Asmaya medhasrajo vinihi. Asmaya medhasrajo vinihi. This will be useful to learn. Asmaya medhasrajo vinihi. You would have heard the word tapasvi. Now, Mayavi, similarly you have. Okay. So this as is the words which have as as ending. Asanta shabdaha. Asantaha shabdaha. Okay. Asantaha shabdaha. So these words, then Maya, then we have Medha. Okay. Asmaya Medha Srajaha. Srak is also a word. So for them we have this Vini Pratyaya. Any Pratipadika can be tagged with Madhu Pratyaya. Okay. So then we have, generally we have Dhani, Dhanavan. These are all Ini Pratyaya. Okay. So but we have Vini Pratyaya here. So that happens when Asanta Shabda means Tapasvi, Yashasvi, Varchasvi, Ojasvi. Right? So these are all Asanta Shabdaha. So this Asanta Shabda, you have this Vini Pratyaya and therefore it goes as Vi. So Tapasvin, Yashasvin, Payasvin. Okay. So this is how this Asanta Shabdaha. Similarly, Mayavi. Okay. So Mayi is arrived by Ini Pratyaya. Mayavi is arrived by Vini Pratyaya. Okay. So this is to be known. So now, anyway, this is possessed by him. It's possessed by him in the sense of keeping Maya under his control. Now, Shiva is the possessor of Maya under his control. Therefore, he has the ability to suppress Maya, okay, not to affect you. Okay. So, the Maya need not influence you, and thereby, being a Mayavi, he is a Shambhu. Understand? So, he can tell Maya, don't go and disturb. Right? So that is a possibility. And therefore, Mayavini, the one who can keep Maya under his control, the one who can check Maya, and therefore Mayavini. So that way, he is a Shambhu, Shambhave. Okay. The other way is, so this is keeping the powerful form of Shiva in our mind. So suppose you take Jatine. Jatine, there are two ways of looking at it. One is, similarly we have Jatasya Stiti Jati. Right? So Jata means that matted hair. So where the keshas are together. So Jatasya Stiti Jati. In fact, this Jata is also used to refer to one of the forms of renditions of Veda Mantra. You know? One of the forms of Jatamala. See. Jatamala Shikha Rekha. Repeat. Jatamala Shikha Rekha. Jatamala Shikha Rekha. Dhvajo Dando Ratho Ghanaha. Dhvajo Dando Ratho Ghanaha. Dhvajo Dando Ratho Ghanaha. These are called as Vikriti Pathas. Jatamala Shikha Rekha Dhvajo Dando Ratho Ghanaha. So of them, Jata and Ghanaha, these two are there for Yajurveda. Whereas the 8 Vikriti Pathas are only familiar in Rig Veda, in Smala, etc. So in Yajurveda you have Pada, Krama, Jata and then Ghana. Okay. So Jata is used. There also I am saying this because this word Jata is basically assemblage of hair, okay, spinned with each other. Then only we say Jata. Jata. It is very difficult to sort of split. So one is sort of spinning with the other. This Patha also is like that. Namaste. Suppose you say Namaha te, then Namaste te Namo Namaste. 1 2 2 1 1 2. Okay, then it is called Jata. Te Rudra. Suppose you take Te Rudra Rudra Te Rudra. Okay, this is called Jata. Okay, so this is a Jata. So now Jata means Jatine is a phrase that is used. This Jatine means the one who possesses matted hair, the hair which has spun with each other, kind of a thing. So here this Shambhu is because he through his Jata is supposed to have taken the force of Ganga. Okay. So through the Jata he was able to bind Ganga and then he slowly released. This is how the story goes. So from the fall he saved and therefore Shambhavi is one way of understanding. The other way of understanding Jatine is any Jati in this world. Jati, generally those who are completely dispassionate people who have taken a certain style of living. Okay. So relinquished all the possessions. They are Munis. Munis are generally Jatis. Jatis are generally Munis. Not all Jatis are Munis. But anyway, so I am just saying, so assuming that he is a real Jati and also a Muni. Okay. So one who has become a Jati because he is a Muni. So those Munis actually show us the path. Okay. So most of us are entangled, okay, through samsara. So they actually show us the path. So Jatine Shambhave, by being, okay, because they are Shiva Upasakas. Okay. In fact, there is a verse, Ganga Taranga Kanashikara Shitalani Vidyadhara Dhyushita Charushira Talani Sthanani Kim Himavata Pralayanggadani Yatsavamana Parapindarata Manushya. Repeat the verse, it's a nice verse. See, he says, so these Jatis are generally living on the banks of rivers. With Kandamula Phala they will be living. So therefore the poet says, why are you just roaming after people? Yat Savamana Parapinda Rata Manushya. Savamana Parapinda means, see, there are people I have seen. So I sometimes sit in some committees. So there, people who are financing something. Okay. So you may be throwing some brilliant idea. Okay. If they don't like, they will just dismiss you. If you try to further convince them, so he will just make you feel ashamed also. But you may have to just oblige them. So Savamana Parapinda Rataha. Understand? So therefore he says, see, Ganga Taranga. See, so once I was just sitting in some design committee also, somewhere, big plan. Okay. So then this person was trying to be a nice architect, just saying something. But then it was just dismissed, no time. And then when he tried to convince once or twice, then that's all finished. So this is how many places people there have their own experience. So what he says is Ganga Taranga Kanashikara Shitalani. Repeat. Gangataranga Kanashikara Sheetalani Gangataranga Kanashikara Sheetalani Vidyadhara Dhyushita Charushilatalani Vidyadhara Dhyushita Charushilatalani Vidyadhara Dhyushita Charushilatalani Sthanani kim himavatah pralayangatani Sthanani kim himavatah pralayangatani Sthanani kim himavatah pralayangatani Yat savamana parapindarata manushyaha Yat savamana parapindarata manushyaha Yat savamana parapindarata manushyaha. This can be taken, this is a nice verse. Since it came to my mind, I thought I will explain because it has a important message to convey. I have seen people whose retirement would have come, but then they want to further continue for a few years. So there may be some desire, so you can continue. But if the luck was not in your favor and you have not been selected, okay, assume, then at least you should be happy. That's okay. So let me do something better in my life. But some people get so disturbed by this, I have seen. Okay. So that fellow has been selected, I have not been selected. So this I have seen a case. That lady became almost mad. So husband said independently to me, "So why don't you tell her?" But then I tried to say, nothing worked. Okay. So then he told me, no, it's okay, you can leave. No, I'm saying Savamana Parapinda Rata Manushya. What this verse says is Ganga Taranga Kanashikara Sheetalani. So don't you know that there are places which are so beautiful, so cool. So it's a nice description. I will not explain all. Ganga Taranga Kanashikara Sheetalani, where even great people have lived. Vidyadhara Dhyushita Charushila Talani. There are some beautiful rocks on the banks of Ganga. You can listen to the flow of Ganga. Charushila Talani Tatra Vartanti. Okay. Ganga Taranga Kanashikara Sheetalani Vidyadharadi Ushita. They have stayed there. Charushila Talani Sthanani kim himavatah pralayangatani. So do you think that those places have disappeared? Himavatah sthanani kim pralayangatani. You can go and sit there after retirement. Yat savamana parapinda rata manushya. Rataha parapinde rataha. Even more. So that lady the other day was saying, no, I have a lot of financial. She is in a very, very high position in the organization, and he is a businessman. No, I need money. Then I said, don't tell this at least. that I upfront I told. So please don't tell this. I am not convinced about that. So you may have various other reasons why you want to continue, but this cannot be the reason. Now, in a rati, okay. So what I wanted to say was, these jetties, they help us. By looking at them, at least we can develop something. Okay. So that is why I said jetine shambhave. In fact, they are helpful. Those who have taken that, they are helpful in gaining this dispassion. So shambhave, being in their form, because they have got some jnana. Jnanam Maheshwaradichi. So they have your blessing and they are Sivanandalahari. Okay. So they are the people who actually show us the path. Okay. So through their form, you are a Shambhu. Okay. So Mayavine Shambhave, Jatine Shambhave. This is a Parikara Alankar. Okay. So now we move on to the next verse. Nityaya Trigunatmane Purajite. Nityaya Trigunatmane Purajite. Nityaya Trigunatmane Purajite. Katyayani Shreyase. Katyayani Shreyase. Katyayani Shreyase. Satyayadi Kutumbine. Satyayadi Kutumbine. Satyayadi Kutumbine. Munimanaf Pratyaksha Chinmurtaye. Munimanaf Pratyaksha Chinmurtaye. Munimanaf Pratyaksha Chinmurtaye. Maya Srishta Jagatrayaya. Maya Srishta Jagatrayaya. Maya Srishta Jagatrayaya. Sakalam Ayanta Sancharine. Sakalam Ayanta Sancharine. Sakalam Ayanta Sancharine. Sayam Pandava Sambhavaya Jatine. Sayam Pandava Sambhavaya Jatine. Sayam Pandava Sambhavaya Jatine. Seyam Natishambhave. Seyam Natishambhave. Seyam Natishambhave. Nityaya Trigunatmane Purajite. Katyayani Shreyase. In this verse, some of the phrases that you find describe Parameshwara in the Nirguna form, and some of them describe in Saguna form, and a few of them have the potential to convey that in fact he is Ishavas Vidam Sarvam. So that is how the various Visheshanas that have been employed here form about. The first one, he says Nityaya. Nityaya means the one who is eternal. One who is eternal cannot be describing a specific form. Okay? So it is a formless entity you have to conceive of, then only it can be Nitya. Nityaya Trigunatmane. This Trigunatmane, so Trigunatmane, if you conceive of the Sankhya philosophy, so as far as they are concerned, this entire Prapancha is Trigunatmaka. Okay? Trigunatmakaha ayam Prapancha. Now this Nityaya can conceive of. So Trigunatmani, since he is Trigunatma, so he is the Upadana Karana. If you conceive of from the viewpoint of Nayayika, Nitya is Paramanu. So you are that Anuvaraniyan Mahato Mahiyan. So you are Nitya as well as the one who has the form of Trigunas. And therefore he is basically the Upadana Karana of Prapancha. Nityaya Trigunatmani. Then we have the phrase Purajite. So Purajite, Purajit means the one who has conquered three Puras, one who has won over the three Puras. In fact, there are descriptions even in Veda. Generally they call it as Arthavada part of Veda. Tesham asuranam tisrah pura asan yasmiya vatarajatataharini. So even in Veda we have this. Asuranam tisrah pura asan means, so they had three puras. So So these three puras, one is made of iron, the other is made of Rajata, the other is made of Suvarna. Tisraha pura asan. Rajatha atha hari. So there are three things that are there. Okay. Now Paramashiva is supposed to have one over all the puras. So this is a katha that we find. So Purajit in that sense. The other way of understanding Purajit is, so this Sharira can be considered as Pura, right? Puramekadasadvaram, Bhagavad Gita we have. Okay. Ajasya-vakra-chetasaha. So this Pura, you can take it as, okay, so these three forms of Sthula, Sukshma and Karana Sharira. So Pura means Sharira. If we just take Sthula, Sukshma, Karana Sharira se Jit, means one who has one over that. Okay. Purajite. Okay. So one who is beyond that. Okay. So that is how we have to understand the word Purajit. Okay. So now we have two phrases, Nityaya Trigunatmani. So these two are very difficult for us to conceive of. So with reference to even our own Sharira, we understand. So there is something called Sthula. If you think a little more, you can understand Sukshma Sharira. If you think furthermore, then you understand also Karana Sharira. They are more deeper and subtler. Okay. So the Sthula Sharira is evident to everybody. Sukshma Sharira, you have to think a little bit. Then of course Karana Sharira is more subtle. So Purajite, when you say, the one who is beyond all this. So Nityaya Trigunatmani Purajite. Then you have this phrase which describes a physical form which we find. Katyayani Shreyase. So the one beloved of Katyayani. Okay, Parvati Pati. So Katyayani Shreyase. Then Satyahaya Triguna Satyahaya Satyahayadi Kutumbini. So Satyaya also describes. So Satyaya means Kalatraya Abhadhyaya. So Satyahaya Adi Kutumbini. Why Adi Kutumbini? Means in order to help people understand. So what exactly is Dampatyam and Samsara. Okay. Satyahaya Adi Kutumbini Munimanaf Pratyaksha Chinmurtaye. Strictly speaking, your form is Chinmurti. Okay. So Chinmurti is your actual form. And for whom will this Chinmurti be evident? Munimanaf Pratyaksha. Munimanaf Pratyaksha Chinmurtaye. So Muninam Manaha Munimanaha. Koyam Munihi Mananashilaha. So if you actually contemplate, then you will understand Ishvara to be a Chinmurti. Therefore, Munimanaha need not refer to those who have taken the path of Muni, but those who have the ability to contemplate irrespective of where you are and what you are. Okay? Munimanaf Pratyaksha Chinmurtaye. Then he says, Maya Srishta Jagatrayaya. Maya Srishta Jagatrayaya. This is, you can see, the phrases seem to be alternative. One describing the abstract form, the other describing the physical form. purajite. So if you just understand, so it is actually Katyayani Shreyase. So these are some physical form that we have conceived of. Then Munimanaf Pratyaksha Chinmurt Adi Kutumbine. So cannot be Kutumbi cannot be without a form. So one is Saguna description, that is Nirguna description. That is how he just uses various phrases. Maya Srishta Jagatraya. Then Sakalam Nayanta Sancharini. Amnayanta Sancharini. Amnayaha Vedaha. So Amnayantaha Vedantaha. Vedanta Sancharini. Sancharini means the one who is described by the Vedanta. The one who forms the basis for the description means Vedanta. So he is moving around means essentially the entity that is being described is. That is why Chinmurtaye. Sakalam Nayanta Sancharini. Sayam Tandava Sambramaya. So this phrase you find to be describing a physical form, Nataraja, as we describe. Okay. So you see the two phrases just going this way, that way. So that is how he has employed various phrases. And there is a verse like this also in
Anna Subramania Bhujanga.
Subramania Bhujanga there is no. What is that?
Mayuradhirudham.
See, Mayuradhirudham Mahavakya Gudham Manohari Deham Mahachitta Geham Mahideva Devam Mahaveda Bhavam Mahadeva Balam. So that is how you find the phrases there moving. One describing the Saguna, the other is describing Mayuradhirudham, then Mahavakya Gudham Manohari Deham Mahachitta Geham Munimanas Sanchari Mahachitta Geham Manoha Mahachitta Mahideva Devam Mahaveda Bhavam Mahadeva Balam Bhaje Lokapalam. Okay, now read this verse. Nityaya Trigunatmane Purajite Katyayani Shreyase Satyayadi Kutumbine Munimanas Pratyaksha Chinmurtaye Maya Srishta Jagatrayaya Sakalam Nayanta Sancharini Sayam Tandava Sambramaya Jagini Seyam Natisham Bhave. In fact, this word Jatine comes from Jata Samhatam. Jata asya astiti jati. It is a simple ini pratyaya after Jata. How does the Jata get formed? Jata Samhatam. So Samhati means putting together. Okay. So that which is clubbed together. Hairs are clubbed together. So Jatatiti Jata. Okay. Jatatiti Jata. It refers to matted hair. The possessor of matted hair is Jati. This is the word. Jatine Seyam Natisham Bhave. Next. Nityam Svodara Puranaya. Nityam Svodara Puranaya. Nityam Svodara Puranaya. Sakalam Nayanta Sancha. Sakalam Naya. Sakalan Uddishya Vittashaya. Sakalan Uddishya Vittashaya. Sakalan Uddishya Vittashaya. Vyartham Paryatanam Karomi. व्यर्थं पर्यटनं करोमि व्यर्थं पर्यटनं करोमि भवतः सेवां न जाने विभो भवतः सेवां न जाने विभो भवतः सेवां न जाने विभो मज्जन्मान्तरपुण्यपाकबलतः 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 त्वं सर्वान्तरः त्वं सर्वान्तरः त्वं सर्वान्तरः तिष्ठस्येव हि तेन वा पशुपते तिष्ठस्येव हि तेन वा पशुपते तिष्ठस्येव हि तेन वा पशुपते ते रक्षणीयोऽस्म्यहम् ते रक्षणीयोऽस्म्यहम् ते रक्षणीयोऽस्म्यहम् हे पशुपते ते रक्षणीयः अहमस्मि. So I am to be protected by you. Now he describes basically the helplessness of a human being in some form. The helplessness is being portrayed here. नित्यं स्वोदरपूरणाय सकलानुद्दिश्य वित्ताशया व्यर्थं पर्यटनं करोमि भवतः सेवाहं न जाने विभो. So this is something which I actually experienced just 2 weeks back when I was in Cambridge. I went to London. There, somebody picked up from the airport to take me somewhere. So that person was basically narrating something along these lines to me. So this phrase "Sodara Puranaya Sakalanuddishya Vittashaya Vyartham Paryatanam Karomi." The fellow was saying, "Aham Vyartham Paryatanam Karomi." So at one point, so he went there. Okay, why did he go there? Vittashaya. So he went there. Okay, Vittashaya. Now he feels, "Aham Vyartham Paryatanam Karomi." And why did you go there? So Vittashaya is one reason. Sodara Puranaya is another form. Sakalanuddishya, so for the sake of others. Sakalanu means not everybody. Sakala only means his own family, okay, at most. So Sakalanuddishya Vittashaya. So then that fellow said, "I don't know." So that the fellow has a problem. The problem is, so he cannot come back to India because he doesn't possess a visa. So he's trapped there. And he says there are tens of thousands of people like me here. And sometimes this is a very Vittasha. They have some tragic death also sometimes. So he graphically narrated to me. I was very curious because we had to travel around 40 minutes in train. So I was inquiring how did he come and so on. So he says various ways. There are various people who go through various ways. Okay? So they don't fly. Sometimes they fly. So sometimes there are agencies which make them fly somewhere. And then from there they will be put in some boat. Okay, and that boat will go somewhere. So and then they will take the boat and they are supposed to be refugees and so on. Refugees maybe for some time you can be there, but I mean, they have some 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and then their parents will die, so they cannot come back. So all sorts of things happen. So this Svodara Puranaya, and he says this is everyday phenomenon to various places like this. Okay. So I said, how many are like this? He said, he quoted, I don't know, it will be almost 1 lakh he was saying, like me. Okay, in UK. So he was saying this entire area is like this. Anyway, so Nityam Sodara Puranaya, Nityam means Anavaratam. Okay, Anavaratam Vyartham Paryatanam Karomi. So Anavaratam Vyartham Paryatanam Karomi. There is another group. Which makes a lot of money, and they are also Paryatanam Karomi. So they will go to Hawaii, they will go to Switzerland, they will go to New Zealand. So, okay. So later they may realize Vyartham Paryatanam Karomi. Okay, there are a few people I have met like that also. So Nityam Sodara Puranaya Sakalanuddishya Vittashaya Vyartham Paryatanam Karomi Bhavatas Sevam Najane Vibho. Bhavatas Sevam Najane Vibho. So if you think for a moment deeply, then all that you have been blessed is because of a certain anugraha, which actually you did not do anything to gain. Okay? Whether it is your intellectual accomplishment or it is some other physical accomplishment, whatever it is, okay? It is sort of given to you most of the time. So not realizing that, so you develop a certain ahankara. And that ahankara actually leads to plenty of problems. So plenty of problems internally as well as with the relation that we have with others. Just now somebody wrote to me the major problem. So he said second marriage, second divorce. So there were various people who are just saying some decent correspondence. So then the other brother says it is all because of nature. That I possess something I cannot listen to you also. Vyartham Paryatanam Karomi. I am saying this because Bhavadas Sevam Najani. So once you have this attitude that it is all given by him, then you will be submissive. Bhavatas Sevaham Najani Vibho. In fact, we have this verse. What is it? Bhrantam Desham Aneka Durga Vishamam Praptam Na Kinchit Phalam. Do you know this? Okay, repeat. Bhrantam Desham Aneka Durga Vishamam. Bhrantam Desham Aneka Durga Vishamam. Bhrantam Desham Aneka Durga Vishamam. Praptam Na Kinchit Phalam. Praptam Na Kinchit Phalam. Praptam Na Kinchit Phalam. Bhrantam Desham Aneka Durga Vishamam. Praptam Na Kinchit Phalam. Tyaktva Jati Kulabhimanam. Tyaktva Jati Kulabhimanam. Tyaktva Jati Kulabhimanam. Tyaktva Jati Kulabhimanam. Kulabhimanamuchitam. Kulabhimanamuchitam. Tyaktva Jati Kulabhimanam. Sevakrita Nishphala. Sevakrita Nishphala. Sevakrita Nishphala. Bhuktam Manavivarjitam. Bhuktam Manavivarjitam. Bhuktam Manavivarjitam. Paragrihe Shvasankaya Kakavat. Paragrihe Shvasankaya Kakavat. Paragrihe Shvasankaya Kakavat. Trishne Jrumbhasi. Trishne Jrumbhasi. Trishne Jrumbhasi. Papa karma pishune. Papa karma pishune. Papa karma pishune. Nadyapi santushyasi. Nadyapi santushyasi. Nadyapi santushyasi. This is basically elaboration of what has been stated in the first half of the verse. Dhrantam desham aneka durga vishamam. See, aneka durga vishamam. Durga is something which is very difficult to reach. So I have reached all sorts of odd places, like these fellows whom I was describing. Aneka durga vishamam. Okay. Praptam na kinchit phalam. See, sometimes the tragedy is these people pay. So he said some 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs, 10 lakhs. So they may take before you venture to go there. And if you are lucky, you get something. If you are not lucky, then you are trapped there. This is agency working. There are some independent fellows also I have seen. Okay. Some of the other European places I have seen. I said, what do you do? So I go and sell this various intoxicating drinks. So my job starts only in the night. When these people are dancing there, so I will go and sell. Then I said, how do you gain? So because they want to get at that moment. So and therefore I will take some $2 more, $2 more, whatever. Okay. So I will price it for 5 more euros. Then that is what I get. Tektva jati kulabhimana muchitam sevakrita nishphala. Bhrantam desha maneka durga vishamam praptam na kinchit phalam. So in fact, some fellows go out of greed. That is why this verse says, if you don't have any living, there is one aspect. So then I asked this fellow, so you belong to this community, don't you have land? Yes, I have lands, but the income is not sufficient. Da, Krishna. Bhrantam desha maneka durga vishamam praptam nakinchit phalam tyaktva jati kulabhimana muchitam seva krita nishphala bhuktam mana vivarjitam paragriheshu. This is happening, I am telling you. So they have to have some place. See, there you cannot have respectable food all the time. Because you are just staying. Bhuktam mana vivarjitam paragriheshu ashankaya kakavat trishne jrimbhasi papakarma pishune. Papakarma pishune is a very beautiful phrase. So this trishna, what does it do? Pishuna is one who goes and bites the ear of others. Okay. Now this trishna is described as the one which bites your ear only to induce you to do papakarma. Trishne jrimbhasi papakarma pishune. In fact, this is not only with respect to these people who have or who do not have. Little or... See, there are people I know who have grown from very, very small income and established themselves as leaders whose wealth of the order of hundreds of millions. You are owner of hundreds of millions, which means per hour you will get a few hundreds of dollars. That will be your interest. Okay? Those fellows also commit mistakes out of greed. And thereby they completely spoil their names. There are examples, I don't want to take names. Krishne jrimbhasi. That's why this beautiful phrase, Papa karma pishuna. So one has to be extremely cautious. Krishne jrimbhasi papakarma pishune nadyapi. Adyapi na santushyasi. Even if you are born around hundreds of millions of dollars. Okay. Nadyapi santushyasi. Anyway. So therefore he says finally, so there are human tendencies which may make me go mad like this. Therefore he says, Majjanmantara punyapaka balataha. Maybe I did not do any punya in this janma. I might have done in Janmantara. So, oh Parameshwara, may you kindly consider that. Majjanmantara punyapaka balataha. So, that karma's effect. So, whatever good things I might have done in Janmantara. So, this Janma I am unable to recollect. But this is Anadi. Okay, I am sure I would have done something sometime. So, why don't you consider that? Majjanmantara punyapaka balataha. Tvam sarva sarvantaraha tishthasyevahi tena va pashupate te rakshaniyosmyaham. So rakshaniyeshu, tava rakshaniyeshu aham bhavami. Okay, tena va, by considering that, at least by considering that, may you kindly protect me. Okay. Read this. Nityam sodara puranaya sakalan uddishya vittashaya vyartham paryadanam karomi bhavatas sevam na jane vibho majjanmantara punyapaka balataha tvam sarva sarvantaraha tishthasyeva hi tena va pashupate te rakshaniyosmyaham. Okay, stop here. Om sarve sukhino santu, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukha bhavet. Om